Well, Jada got some bad news about her car. What's the news? It's the transmission. You guys, no warning, no check engine light, no funny sounds, no knocking, no funny shifting, no nothing. My God, when it rains, it pours. So she is broke, and a transmission with, what did Midas say? $2,400 to replace the transmission. We took it to Sergio first, and Toby said it was the transmission, but I wanted a second opinion. So we took it to Midas, and they did a whole bunch of things to test. Toby and them didn't even test. When they saw the code, they're like, it's transmission. I'm like, what's that come from? Clarice? Bernice? From Dodgeball. So, when Sergio and them replaced the transmission on another car that we had before, it was $1,100. I'm like, we don't have that. Jada is going to have to walk to school. We're going to have to drop her off in the Tahoe, pick her up in the evening. Oh my God, life just got really, really hard. So then Joe called this number from one of the members that goes to the auction, because Joe makes friends when he goes to the auction, gave him a number to get parts for cheap. And he called and they had it for $450 plus the tax. I was like, okay, we'll call and find out how much Sergio's going to charge to put it in. And so he said he's going to charge $300 because it's us. I guess somebody else might have charged $500 or $600. And I'm really grateful. We don't have all the money, but we can acquire the transmission. We have enough to buy the transmission. We just don't have enough to put in the transmission. But we'll figure it out. We always do. Joe has a guitar that he can sell. We could sell Joe. Joe, we could sell you. Or we could sell Wednesday. Or Cora. Nobody's answering me. Nobody's answering.
I'm selling Wednesday.
Joshua says you're not selling Wednesday. So it's 11:58 right now. I'm going to have to go make like a tuna salad or something to eat with bread or crackers or something. Because Jada has the appointment for 1 o'clock to pull all her wisdom. She's out with Colin. They went to Guitar Center. She's like, I'm depressed. I'm going to go out. People who live here are getting on my nerve because I keep smelling gas. And they don't smell no gas. Let's see if my chicken's done. Yeah, that looks like it's done. At first, they were saying that it's this burner that emits that gas smell when we have it on. But honestly, guys, I think... What's that blue thing back there? So it's just reflection off of the thing, off of the clock. I think it's when the oven's on. So I have to go check to see what's happening. Let's see if this is not all the way off. This one gives a lot of trouble because, see, it's broken. Joe glued this part back. But we have to make sure it's off because sometimes I'm turning the flame down and it doesn't go down. Look how beautiful this car is, guys. Oh, be careful, I stepped in oil. It's gorgeous. Damn, it's bigger than the Tahoe. Hi there. There's Dada. There's Toby. Make sure he's just not in the car. Probably in Sergio's office. Can we pass here? I'll go around. Just in case you guys want to know what a transmission looks like, this is what it looks like. They had it delivered already. So tomorrow it's going to get put in Jada's car. We paid for this already, but we didn't pay Sergio yet.
No labor.
Huh? No labor? You better go sell something. So this is what happened. Jada can't have the surgery today because she got sick yesterday. She started with the sniffles, kind of like allergies, and then pretty soon last night it settled into her chest and she's coughing a lot. She can breathe through her nose,
but I can like feel the mucus dripping. And
yeah, she has postnasal drip, and then that itches her throat, then she coughs, and he can't have none of that going on while he's in her mouth for what, 10 hours? I don't know how long. Getting out 4 wisdom. So she has to come back on next week, the 18th. Now my sister doesn't like the number 18 because she gonna go, the 18th, no. But she gonna be all right. We dropped her off at Collins. I guess she's gonna do music, but she can't sing. She's gonna do music, and I guess they're gonna do their beats or whatever. So back home, And then I'm gonna try to go to the gym today. I haven't been since last Wednesday. Guys, I read this through the envelope so fast, okay? We're pleased to inform you that there is no evidence of breast cancer in your, can't read it, recent mammogram or ultrasound. If you have been called back for blah, 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 I don't even read the rest. I love the way they write this. We are pleased. The minute I hear we are pleased, I don't have to read nothing else. Right, Josh? Mommy good. Mommy good. Praise God. All right, guys. So I know I smell the nasty smell of gas. And you guys know that natural gas doesn't have a smell, right? It's the gas company that puts stuff in it to make that nasty smell so that we don't inhale that stuff and die. So I smell it, and I smelt it over the weekend when I did that cake for the recipe that I uploaded this morning. And I thought it was the burner because I have that one left burner that's giving trouble. But I feel more and more that it's the oven because I was baking something for about a couple hours. And now it's in my room, it's in the bathroom, but Joshua can't smell it, but he believes me. Joe doesn't believe me, Joy doesn't believe me, Jada can't smell because she's sick, she got a stuffy nose. But it's in my bathroom so thick that I feel it on my tongue, I feel it in my nostrils, it's making my eye blur, it's giving me a little headache. I mean, it's in here. So I think there's something that's leaking at some opening of where the gas meets the valve or something in that oven. And I've got to check that out because I can't be having that smell in here all the time when I'm baking. Plus, I don't want to blow up. When we used to live at the condo, we had a gas leak one time. The gas company came out, couldn't smell anything. I got down like a dog and sniffed all the things that would emit gas. And I smelled it right at the water heater. It was upstairs in our condo because we had a two-story condo. And the guy went and got some more heavy equipment or some more like a newer equipment, and he hooked it up and he goes, God, you are good, because even my equipment did not pick that up before. I'm like, yeah, I can smell things, guys. That's why I walk with a little deodorant in my purse, a little deodorant from Curve for Men. I like the smell of it. I don't use it, but I'll sniff it when I go anywhere and smell something awful. So anyways, let's talk about Jada's car. So a while back when we first started buying and selling cars, we got a Honda. And the Honda Accord had a transmission issue. That's why you guys hear me talk about never buy a Honda Accord, because it has transmission issues. Especially, what's the year, Josh?
5 and lower.
2005 or lower has tranny issues. So like bad luck, Joe bought, I think it was a 2000 Honda. And sure enough, he put that sucker in gear and you hear glink. I was like, oh God. So we took it to Sergio. It was $1,100. I think I bought the Tahoe for $1,700. It came to $1,100 and I sold it for $2,700. I made no money, but I didn't take a loss. And I said Tahoe? The Honda. Sorry guys. See, the gas is getting to me.
I was like, where did you get a Tahoe for that much?
Let me tell you who I sold it to. The nurse that took care of Osley, and she knew that I was fixing the transmission. And she was so grateful, and she sends pictures of that car all the time, like if it's a brand new puppy you gave her. She loves that car. So that car was a blessing for her. It wasn't a blessing to me, but it was a blessing to her. So the minute I learned that it was Jada's transmission, I already saw $1,100 in my brain. So Joe says, I'm going to call this place to this number where this guy at the auction gave me, and I'm going to see if they have one. So he called, and they had one from a Chrysler Pacifica that had 45,000 miles on it. And they wanted $450 plus the tax. So Joe called Sergio up, because Sergio wasn't there when he went this morning. It was only Toby, and Toby says, I'm going to have to ask Sergio what he's going to charge you. And he says, I found the transmission for XYZ. How much are you going to charge me to put it in? And he's like, oh, I'll charge you $300. Look at the difference, y'all. $750. I was like, but why did he charge me $1,100 for that car? He knew I was taking a bath on that car. You know, and I know that they have to make a profit too, but they're making the labor, the $300, right? And so he says, why don't you let me call, because this place is all the way in Anaheim. Joe is going to have to drive there today. Let me call and find out if there's a place closer that has it for the same price or maybe less. And if not, we'll see if they'll deliver. So Joe didn't tell him where he called. He just said it's in Anaheim. And he called that place conveniently. Got the same place, got the same price, $450. I have a feeling they probably gave it to him for $350. I don't care. I don't care if he made that $100 off of me, because guess what? I was going to pay $450 plus tax.
True.
Plus, I was going to have to drive there.
True.
So I bet you he got it for a little bit less. By the time we could say who lived here, that transmission was at his door. They don't play. They deliver this stuff right away. So he can't put it in this late in the game. He's got a broken foot. He broke his foot like Jada. He had to have surgery. This old man is in his 40s trying to play soccer. Then he gonna talk about I broke my foot running. Running from what? The cops? No, you broke your foot playing soccer. So we have to take it there early in the morning because he needs to have all day to do it because he might have to hoist the car on the hoisty thingy. And Jada had the 450, but me and the boys are gonna have to come up with the 300 for her. And she's so down because she's like, I still have to buy my parking pass. I still have to pay for this book. I said, I don't want to hear your problems. You sound like you're a bunch of problems.
Her parking pass is dirt cheap compared to
It's
our
like
parking
$30,
pass.
right?
Ours is 108.
Yeah, Joshua and Jory's parking pass is 108. Hers is like $30. So Joshua, this thing's burning my eye, boy. So she didn't have the surgery, so at least she didn't have to contend with that today. And I dropped her over to Colin, as you guys know.
You
So
think that's what's making me hear this voice in my head?
you're hearing voices now? I thought it was a sound.
Well, it's a sound, but voices sound better.
That sound? No, that's that thing,
Your
that
neck.
box. Plus your neck, if your cervical spine is out of whack,
My
you
neck
know.
back here, like it doesn't hurt.
You better
but
take a
those-
break from all that drawing.
Those tense.
Me and Joshua are in this boat, right? We both put a lot of time into our stuff that we're doing. He puts a lot of time into his drawing. I put a lot of time into my YouTube. And we make diddly squat. Let me see what my dad wants. I'll be back.
50 bones a month.
Hello? Dad was calling me to just let me know what happened when he called his dentist to make an appointment because he wants to do a regular cleaning. But I guess a while back they cleaned one half of his mouth, that deep cleaning stuff. And so now they want to do the other half deep cleaning because that's a lot more money. And so he's like, no, I don't want to do deep cleaning. I just want a regular clean and be done with it. So he was asking me if my dentist has ever brought that up to me. And I'm like, nope. He knows I have sensitive teeth and sensitive gums. He's not going to bring up no deep cleaning to me, okay? So the dentist told me before, as long as you brush your teeth, you're good. A lot of people just don't brush their teeth. A lot of people will wake up in the morning, they won't brush their teeth, they'll eat breakfast, drink coffee. They may brush then before they head out the door to go to work. When they eat lunch, they definitely don't brush after lunch because a lot of people work outside the home and they don't take their little toothbrush with them and go clean up or whatever. And then they may brush before bedtime. So a lot of people just brush maybe twice a day. I've always brushed 3 times a day because when I was a kid growing up in Belize, we went home in the middle of the day for dinner, so we would brush then, we'd brush in the morning, and we brush in the evening after before we went to bed. So then when I started working at the shop, I continued that. I would brush first thing in the morning, right after breakfast, right after lunch, and right after dinner. And if I ate something in between when I was at the shop, I would go in and brush again because I don't like stuff in my teeth. So now that I'm doing YouTube and especially vlogging, I brush a lot more often than you guys would imagine. That's one of the I guess benefits or side effects, I don't know what you want to call it, of doing YouTube, because especially now that I vlog, every time I turn this camera on to talk with you guys, give me my remote, I have to make sure my teeth are clean because I don't want to edit my video and look and I have something in my teeth, some spinach, some black pepper and nuts, whatever. So I make sure my teeth are always clean. And I told him, I said, am I messing up my gums and my teeth because I'm brushing so often? And then he says, no, as long as you're using soft bristles, you're good to go. He says, your teeth are so clean that we didn't really even need to clean it when I went in the last time. So I brush in the morning before breakfast. I brush after breakfast. I vlog all day with you guys, so I make sure it's clean all the time. So I'm going to start counting how many times I brush my teeth for the day, especially when I'm doing the cooking channel and I have to taste the food along the way or something. I go and brush, come back in, brush. Man, I need a teeth checker. Louis said he was going to become my teeth checker. So we're going to the gym, and I'm going when I'm kind of halfway hungry. So I'm going to get in there and get out. Joe's the one that like tends to lament at the gym. Joshua and I are done in an hour. Hour and we're out. Joe just goes on and on and on and on. You already look cute. What you try to do? Huh? You already look cute.
My woman don't tell me that.
Oh dang, his woman didn't tell him that. Who's she?
Me to know, you to find out.
Well, honey child, I will never find out. I am not one of them type of women that's gonna chase after some man. If I think he has somebody, look, if I start feeling like you have somebody after 31 years and you never had nobody, then it must be true. So I am not gonna go looking for that person. I've seen many a women chase after their men saying, I'm gonna go find out who that woman is. I'm gonna go stalk and follow him and
Because they don't give up easy. So
No, it's not about giving up. They get over there, their husbands are so ignorant and so hostile that they get punched in the face by the girl or by the husband, or by the husband trying to stop the girl or some crap like that, because you came and you found me out and I'm not gonna hire cheaters. I'm not gonna go looking, because everything that's done in the dark will come out in the light anyways.
Yes, baby.
And I've never had a suspicion about Joe, and if I started to have a suspicion, it must be true.
Yes, baby. Tell her.
And them 3 kids, they gonna handle that. My 3 kids are my 3 kids. You know what? Are you guys like this? Whenever I introduce my kids to anybody, I always say my son, my daughter. And even if Joe's there, it's my son, my daughter. It's never our sons and our daughter. Why do I do that? Joe, why do I do that?
Selfish.
I'm selfish? I never say that it's his kids too. Sometimes people have to ask, well, is he the dad? I was like, oh yeah, what did I say?
I guess you on that part. Mommy's baby, daddy's baby.
Yeah, but these people say, mommy's baby, daddy's maybe. And I'm saying, they my babies. You can deny them all you want. They my babies. We just got back from the gym and Colin walked in with us and he smelled the gas. So I feel vindicated. I'm calling the gas company in a little while. So that's coming on, right? Does it look dirty in these parts right here, Jojo? Does it look dirty in those parts? Okay, let's do the oven first to see if that smell comes stronger. And then if it doesn't, then we'll try this. Because it could be this fella right here too. They're like, if these are dirty, these are the holes, Joe. We gotta watch these. It's in here though, because it's not the water heater and it's not the heater down the hallway. So it's something to do with this. We're waiting for Josh to come because we smell it strong. I feel so vindicated.
No shirt. Oh.
Is the gas company or chicken stove?
I don't know. But I feel very vindicated because now we smell it. When we open the oven, we smell it. It's the oven. Something's clogged in there in that burner or something.
What do you think it is?
It's not behind the stove because we went back here, we put the soapy water, it didn't bubble. It smells good.
Make it cool off.
Ready, Josh? Open it. You smell it?
Yeah, so it's not this then, right?
It's not this burner, it's the oven.
Okay.
I told you I was baking that cake when that smell came through.
So what the hell is that mean?
Shut it off, Joe.
Yeah.
Shut off the oven, the red one. There's something in the burner.
Ooh.
Oh, Daddy.
Yeah, that.
Such a ruffian.
I felt that one.
It hurt my heart.
Easy. How far are you?
It doesn't go back too far.
That's not bad.
But I think it goes back a little bit more, right, Josh?
A
A
little
little bit
bit
more. There.
That's it.
Okay, Joe. So it's in those burning thing there. There's something clogged in there.
Pull out the nuts. Put out that.
Okay? Yeah, wait till it's cool.
Cool.
So
So
it's-
you know what it is.
We know what it is. It's not this burner.
I mean,
See?
you still eat.
See, I told you. The guy from the gas company back in the day when the thing happened in the condo goes, we should hire you to just go there and sniff all this stuff.
Like a bomb sniffing dog, but you can actually talk to the people.
I feel sick in my stomach because that stuff been giving me a headache.
Maybe those pigeons just having a conversation outside.
Sky rats.
Look at them,
Sky
they're
rats.
just like, hey, it's a cool backyard, huh? Yeah.
Why doesn't Cora and Wednesday take care of them?
Mussels would have killed them all by now.
Look how many trees Joe got. Soursop tree, orange tree, tangerine tree. What else, Daddy? What else you got? Mango? Did you transplant the mango already? It's in a bucket?
I wish the orange tree would hurry up, but that's gonna be years.
Well, I got 4 big orange trees.
He
What?
has 4 big oranges on it.
Really?
Yeah. Oranges for the winter though. That's when they...
When they taste good?
No, that's when they ripen.
Oh, okay.
Don't you see you get oranges from Colin's grandma in December? We already ate. That baked chicken came out good. And we have to make it last. If you chirp your teeth one more time in my vlog, I will spank you.
Seriously though, come on, man.
Do you guys like that? Does that bother you when people chirp their teeth? Like, oh my God, no, go no brush, use dental floss, use a toothpick, use anything. Anyways, as I was saying before he so rudely interrupted me, I guess that's the last beautiful baked chicken we will enjoy from that oven for a while because it's not even coming on. It lit up when we were trying to test it, but it wouldn't heat up from 150. You know, when you set the oven to preset to like 350, 400, whatever, it starts at 150 and then slowly builds, right? It would not move from 150, y'all. So that happened when I was doing that cake over the weekend, and I smelled all that gas and couldn't get to the bottom of it. I knew that it wasn't the heater that's down the hallway with the AC, with the HVAC. I knew that it wasn't the water heater, so I knew it had to be the stove, but I wasn't sure if it was the burner up top or if it was the oven. That went by there. So anyways, we found out that it is the oven. It's not even, you know, like I said, heating up. Joe's gonna have to like take it apart and see what's going on. I'm so glad I have a MacGyver husband. Because if it's a part that we need, a burner, igniter, whatever, we'll look into it and fix it, because that stove is a part of the tools that I use to do my trade. That's my thing. And the only other oven I have is that stupid toaster oven, which I don't even know how to operate. I don't think I could fit a nice sized cake in that. I would have to bake one pan at a time. Oh God, no, I don't want to even think negative. And you know what, guys? We've been hit left, right, and center since last week. And you know, in the finances, in, you know, people who are ill, stuff like that. But I haven't let any of that hit. I'm like this ship that's being tossed to and fro in the water, and all I have to remember that with God as my captain, my ship may rock, but it'll never sink. All right. And that's what I'm holding on to. I mean, $750 to help Jada fix a transmission right now. That's nothing to sneeze at. But like the dentist told her, because the dentist has been knowing Jada since she was like 6. Look, Jada, that's what life is. That's what being a grown-up is. And be grateful it's not 13, 14, 15, 1600. Or like Midas tried to give us a quote of 2400. Are they for real? You know, we were just kind of checking around to see what they would go for. So the dentist said that he bought his daughter a Toyota Camry 2013, 20-something thousand miles on it, $15,000 in 4 days. She totaled it. Thank God she's okay, but she totaled it and only had liability insurance because she bought the cheapest. Because he says you're gonna have to be grown up and buy your own insurance, and she bought the cheapest, and that car was gone in a flash. So my kids don't be totaling stuff. They're careful. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna ask you to thumbs up this video if you like it. I don't even know how long it's gonna be because it's been a crazy day. But you know what? I still feel peace. It's us. We have to work on our own peace. My brother is doing well. He has a lot of food and water. He still doesn't have power, but his house is intact. There's no flooding. Sandra doesn't have power. I hope it's not for too long. I heard from Diana. Diana is doing excellent. Let's see who this is. Jada. Yes, Jada. What's up? Oh, Joshua used my phone to call you, but I don't know what he wanted. Let me holler for him. Josh! Josh! What did you want with Jada? Oh my God. He did not call you to ask you if some chocolate in the fridge is yours. Okay, bye-bye. Joshua did call her to find out, is that chocolate hers? That boy loves chocolate. Anyways, back to Sandra. Sandra has blackout. I hope it doesn't last too long. I heard from Diana. They're doing pretty good. I haven't heard from Tracy or Cess. So I'm going to have to follow up with them to see what's going on. I'm trying not to bug because I do know that you guys have to call your blood family first before you call me, okay? Or text me. Anyways, we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Ta-ta. When God's people humble themselves and call on Jesus, and they look to heaven expecting as they pray, I just feel like something good is about to happen. And brother, this will be this very day. I don't want to say this could happen any day. This will be this very day. Yeah, daddy, you know, you kimono. You tired, Papa?